Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome back, Focus Learners, to another deep dive on the Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining us today because we're tackling a topic that is literally rewiring how we think about our careers, our businesses, and honestly, our daily routines. We're looking straight at the intersection of artificial intelligence and professional development. We call this the AI frontier. And frontier really is the perfect word for it. It's this vast, uncharted space, and it's completely up to us to figure out how to navigate it.
So here's the big question on everyone's mind. Will AI replace you or empower you? That's the anxiety echoing in office hallways and Zoom calls everywhere right now. And it totally makes sense, right? Historically, we've always associated massive automation with jobs just disappearing. But the source material we're unpacking today challenges us to completely reframe that anxiety. We are not looking at a landscape of replacement. We are looking at a blueprint for empowering the future. Think about it. If you approach artificial intelligence as some disruptive threat, you're always going to be playing defense. But if you view it as a tool for your own empowerment, well, an entirely new world of professional growth opens up.
So here is our roadmap for today. First, welcome to the AI frontier. Second, opportunities for innovation. Third, driving organizational growth. Fourth, the continuous learning imperative. And finally, number 5, your AI action plan. Let's get right to it. Section 1. Welcome to the AI frontier, where we are empowering the future. So the crucial point here is capturing what this frontier actually looks like. It is a landscape of empowerment where artificial intelligence is harnessed to drive future innovation and growth rather than feared as a disruption. And the operative word there is harnessed. You harness a horse to pull a cart, you harness the wind to generate power. The source material is explicitly telling us that AI is not some runaway train. It's an incredibly powerful force that we are meant to steer. In practice, harnessing AI today means taking the mundane and super time-consuming parts of your job, like, say, synthesizing pages of raw data or drafting up those initial project proposals, and just handing them off to an AI assistant. Once you stop fearing the tech as a blind disruption, you literally free up your own mental bandwidth to focus entirely on high-level strategy and creativity. It's a total game changer. Let's move into our second section, opportunities for innovation, or what I like to call mapping the gold mine. Now, what's really interesting about this is the dual nature of these opportunities. The source material draws a very distinct line between the individual and the organization, noting that we really have to attack both simultaneously. On a personal level, this is all about your daily empowerment. Just think about using AI to completely automate an overflowing inbox, or drafting complex reports in a fraction of the time, or even just brainstorming creative solutions when you're stuck in a rut. That's individual harnessing. But when you zoom out to the organizational level, the game completely changes. Now we're talking about leveraging AI for sustainable macro-level business growth. We're talking massive-scale predictive supply chain modeling, or analyzing literally millions of customer data points instantly to spot market trends before they even happen. Organizations absolutely need those empowered individuals handling the daily tasks, and individuals need organizations that are willing to push for that massive, large-scale innovation. They feed into each other. And that perfectly sets up Section 3, driving organizational growth. Let's take the macro view. Okay, this is where we see the massive paradigm shifts taking place in real time. We are watching companies evolve away from a traditional, static model straight into the dynamic AI frontier. Think about it. A traditional company running on static processes. Maybe they do a massive manual data review, once a quarter to plan their inventory? It yields standard, incremental growth. It's safe, sure, but it is incredibly slow. Now, contrast that with a company living on the AI-empowered frontier. Instead of waiting 3 whole months to look at historical data, they're using dynamic AI predictive models to adjust their supply chain and marketing strategies in real time based on active global trends. The difference is just staggering. It's literally the difference between walking and catching a high-speed bullet train. Standard growth transforms into exponential organizational growth because rapid AI-driven innovation allows a company to pivot instantly. And honestly, if an organization insists on staying with those slow, incremental changes, they are simply not going to survive this new landscape. So how do we make sure we actually thrive in that dynamic environment? That brings us to Section 4, the continuous learning imperative. This is all about packing your professional survival kit. Professional survival here requires a very specific toolkit. First and foremost, you absolutely must commit to continuous learning. Artificial intelligence is not just a one-time software update that you memorize once and forget. It's a constantly shifting, evolving landscape. You have to actively seek out professional development resources just to keep pace.
But more importantly, you have to get your hands dirty. Don't just sit back and read articles about AI. Open the interface, write some prompts, test its limits, and learn to actively harness it in real time. And as you're experimenting, keep your focus laser sharp on innovation-driven skill building. Ask yourself, how does knowing how to use this language model actually make me more valuable to my team? Continuous learning is no longer just a nice little resume booster. It is the absolute baseline imperative for staying relevant in your career today. Which leads us right to our final section, your AI action plan. Time to take the next step and move from theory into practice. Let's see how this builds into a concrete strategy for your daily routine. Start by adopting a mindset of empowerment over fear. Mentally flip the script from worrying about what technology might take away to eagerly anticipating what it can actually help you build. Next, identify just one single area for AI innovation in your current role. Don't try to reinvent your entire job description on day one. Maybe you start by having an AI assistant summarize your messy weekly meeting notes into nice, actionable bullet points. Start small, prove the value, and build from there. Finally, start a continuous learning habit today. Whether it's testing a new prompt for 10 minutes during your coffee break or taking a short weekend course, you have to build the muscle of professional development. This is exactly how you conquer the frontier, step by practical step. Look, the AI frontier is not 10 years away. It is today. It's right now. So the big question you have to answer as we wrap up this explainer is simply this. Are you an explorer, actively harnessing this immense power for your own personal growth and organizational innovation? Or are you just going to be a bystander, waiting to see what happens? The choice of empowerment is entirely yours. Keep learning, keep exploring, and I will catch you on the next explainer.